The NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Touchdown, Carolina! Torrey Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Check. Watch the before. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Second down, Murray sets to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
You ain't going nowhere.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, I think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Murray now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here's Newton now on second down. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So out now come the Cardinals. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second and 9, Murray. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Here's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz? And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Second and goal from the 1. And Newton's going to keep it. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It
certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
54. Right here. Check nickel.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken very short. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Murray going to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Panthers take over. Let's go, baby. At their own 33-yard line.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Out of the gun, Newton. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw again. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Come on, set. Get the flag. Check, 59. You better be afraid of me.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On second down, McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. From the gun, here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
6-man. Check curls.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
54 Mike. Here we go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Murray to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Squeeze, double.
The first down carry here for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers, no matter what it says on the scoreboard.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game could really benefit your team right now.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
You.
First down, Murray. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now Murray throwing on second down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And now he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, Newton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
McCaffrey following the penalty. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, come on. What we got? What we got?
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Murray now to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Murray now. Over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Touchdown, defense.
Murray now on 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw, it's Murray. Now and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the... That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defense week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon.